Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. That's Worimi, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. First of all, I want to apologise for not acknowledging 9/11 in my videos yesterday. Yesterday was our 11th of September. I clearly remember where I was, as most of my generation, anyone old enough would know. I clearly remember where I was and turning the news on and just sitting gobsmacked for the rest of the day. Really hit home when talking to my own mother, who knew and had met dozens of people, work contacts and colleagues who perished in the destruction. Heart goes out to you, feeling it very much with you. And I really just don't have any words at this stage. Just know that you are in partnership, you are in comradeship, you are with those that understand, acknowledge, and feel love for you. Okay, what I'm going to have a quick look at in this particular reading, I'm going to have a look at Nancy Pelosi. She has announced that she is going to run again, and I just went, oh, love Nancy, but she's 83 at the moment. It means that she'll be 84 at the time of the election. Still sharp as a tack, still physically fabulous, but on a personal level, I would have loved to have seen Nancy Pelosi at this stage step aside and bring through somebody that she can mentor and approve of, because she has 18 months, nearly, not quite. Should have done a few months ago, 6 months ago, but someone that she could mentor through to step into her position. I fully understand what I'm getting is that she feels like she hasn't finished what she needs to do. She is the representative of San Francisco and has been since 1987. I was barely out of high school, and I was a high school dropout. I was barely out of high school at that time. So she has been a good, steadfast representative for a long time there. I'm bringing in a bit of personal bias there, so I shall put that to the side. Now, I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale, and I do want to ask, will Nancy Pelosi. I think so. She stepped aside as Speaker last year and brought through Hakeem Jeffries, who is going to be fabulous going forward, in his 40s, I believe, and she is mentoring him. I would have really liked to have seen her doing the same to somebody for her seat in San Francisco. However, with COVID, with everything else that has happened, with a change in how the world is working, San Francisco, like all other cities, major cities in the world, are going through a dramatic change period as work from home and automation takes hold. Homelessness is increasing. All sorts of drug issues, etc., are coming into the middle of the city. San Francisco, beautiful. Honestly, I visited. Gosh, I was 12 when I went. That's a long time ago, and I remember it being a beautiful city. And I remember absolutely loving. I think there was so much markets, but a lot of craft shop fronts down on the waterfront there. I just remember it being as a beautiful city. Remember the Wiggly Street and taking the tram, and very possibly it was near the heyday of San Francisco. Okay, what I've got popped out here, we've got the two kings, which is the Biden administration, the King of Swords, um, a, a powerful truth bringer coming forward, and the burden. And on the base, I've got, now, not saying Nancy Pelosi is facing death, but I just think there's going to be a message brought forward that is going to bring a new start here. Yeah, I'm getting undermining. an abuse of power in relation to Nancy Pelosi herself. I think okay, thank you. What I'm being told is that the Republicans will try and sabotage her because of her age, and it does concern me as a progressive. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Nancy Pelosi has announced that she is running for her Senate position again. How's that gonna play out? Let's have a look. Right, signifier card, Seven of Wands. Yeah, she's going to have to defend her decision, is what I'm really getting there. I'm really feeling I'm not the only one that thinks that she should have stepped aside. So the signifier is she's going to have to defend her position. Challenged by the Queen of Swords. This is Nancy herself. This is the energy she brings. It's wisdom and knowledge and truth and strength and security in knowing who she is. So she does have a lot to bring. Okay, let's see where this goes. Which reading am I doing? Energies behind the scenes. Four of Wands. So we've got here the energy behind the scenes is I'm really getting that the everyday family. Now, when I say everyday family, I'm not talking mum, dad, two kids. I'm talking about every family imaginable are just finding themselves entrapped by what's happening at the moment. And then we have the Hanged Man, paused, stopped, just looking from a different point of view is what I'm really getting there. Okay, coming out of this year, the Seven of Swords, lies, betrayal, deceit, stealing of the truth. Okay, thank you. Really drawn, for those that caught my spiritual message, for me, how I read is I look at a card and my eyes often get drawn to something that I don't see straight up. And here we've got the two dragonflies. And for me, dragonflies mean transformation. They are my spirit, my totem creature, for want of a better word, transformation. So it's transformation of how families think, perceive, see themselves, the messaging that they're receiving. I'm really getting it's time for the energy behind the scenes is that it's time for a change, time for a transformation. Well, if you can hear that, that's the Air Force outside playing at the moment. There's a jet going past and being looked at from a different point of view. So we've got the Seven of Swords here with the lies, betrayal, deceit, the stealing of the truth. Now you've got here, this is Nancy Pelosi stealing her sword, holding her sword of truth and wisdom. But I think there's going to be, in face of this changing of the guard transformation, there's going to be this truth stealing action take place. Not by Nancy, but by those who are concerned at her not passing the. I mean, you only have to look at Dianne Feinstein not passing the banner on. Okay, seeing things from a different point of view, looking at it differently, full illumination. The light being shone on the passing of the planets. The astrological cycle here as well. What am I seeing in this particular card? I'm just seeing that being two major arcana, that there's going to be a light shone that she can't deny. Yeah, Five of Cups, loss, disappointment, the karma hanging over, the emotional loss and disappointment, and the Seven of Cups, poor choices being made. A range of choices, but the range of choices are power, greed, money, vanity, immortality, etc. They're not good karmic energies for Nancy to be running again. Nine of Swords, the outcome, being backed into a corner and forced to surrender is what I'm getting there. The Fool, a new start, bringing forth a new start, setting off in faith and hope. Two of Swords, a difficult decision that needs to be made in the light of the truth. The blindfold needs to be taken off. And the Six of Wands, being seen, but it's an uncomfortable being seen in the face of the messaging. In many of the decks, you have the figures that are standing around this rider looking very uncomfortable or turning away. So, yeah, I'm just harsh truth coming forward with the Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, the giving and receiving of help, the mentoring. I am actually, and here we have the independent woman, but she's not listening. The bird is hooded, it's jethied. She's not listening to those that are advising. And then we've got the end of a cycle with the Ten of Pentacles, a legacy. I'm going to just read a different question on this. I am wondering whether she... Now, okay, if I am correct, and she steps down during her tenure or passes away during her tenure, the governor, who at the moment is Newsom, can appoint another Democrat in her place. Saying she's going to pass. I'm not feeling that she's going to pass, but I'm just... Will Nancy Pelosi... She could be a powerful standing at the right shoulder of whomever she chose. Will Nancy Pelosi pass the baton what am I getting here? Now, are they, when it's someone like Nancy Pelosi for the Senate, let me know, do they have like a primaries vote for those positions as well? Because I am feeling that there is another Democrat that's going to step forward. Yeah, that there is going to be choice here. I'm getting the feeling there's another Democrat that is going to step forward, and Nancy is going to have to make the decision as to whether she goes head on with them or whether she stands behind them. Okay, let's ask the question. Will Nancy Pelosi support another Democrat? Will Nancy Pelosi step back and support another Democrat in the lead up to the election? Let's have a look. Oh, there was a whole chunk that fell out. Oh, and guess, yeah, yes, yes, as in yes, something's not yet revealed. This is Nancy going to have to make a decision. And again, we've got another two crossroads, and we've got another queen. So what have we got so far? And then we've got the choice, but also finding herself restricted in response to government. or is she going to do the restricting? Let's have a look. So out of this bundle that fell out, the very first one that came out was the Page of Pentacles, which is the presentation of an opportunity, bringing forward the message of an opportunity. An alternative is what I'm really getting. And then we've got the Swords and the Queen of Swords. Nancy Pelosi herself is going to be at a point where she's going to have to take the blindfold off and make a decision. There is something here that has not yet been revealed. So we've got the three queens, very powerful feminine energy. And I think this is who is coming forward. And again, another crossroads for her about what path she chooses to take, the path of the light or the path of the dark. And we have the government here. Choice, but then restricted by the truth. But moving on. And then we've got two moving on cards. The truth moving on, walking away, and then temperance. And a lot of positive messaging being brought forward by this independent female that is going to bring about a new start, significant new start. Okay. I'll just ask Pendulum just for a bit of a clarify and backup, but I'm getting the feeling that so she hasn't she said she's going to run, but she's going to be faced with that reality check. So I think she's going to calm down. I think she's going to there's a puppy dog there. I think she's going to right, round and round means they're ready for a question. Is Nancy Pelosi going to step back to support another Democrat? Yes. She's going to. Is Nancy? Can I ask a question, please? Is Nancy Pelosi going to face a reality check in regards to this? A reality check. Getting a sort of. Okay. Is the person that she's going to support? So round and rounders means they're ready for the question. Is the person she's going to support a female? Another female? Another female. That's a yes. I'll ask the first question again in a different way. I know. I just got a slap up the side of the head from the boys, but I'm doing this so that we get great clarity. Will Nancy Pelosi step down to become not step down? Will Nancy Pelosi step back from running to become a mentor for the US San Francisco 2024 election? And it's a yes again. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there that it's a yes, that she is going to, with what I'm getting is she's going to withdraw her running. Does that make sense? Being on the ballot. Now, I'm not sure what game I'm not sure what game she's playing at. I think okay. What I'm getting is that she's announced to provide continuity and stability. And there is another female that's going to come forward, and Nancy's going to step back and mentor that female. Okay, let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.